Hey everybody!
Hi!
We're here to see Christopher Robin.
Yay!
We've got Pooh and Tigger with us, the Alamo Draft House.
It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, we'll tell you how it is at the end.
All
Okay,
right, bye.
Hey guys!
Hi!
We got out of Christopher Robin.
It was amazing!
It was so good, and very interesting. The choices they made in some
I agree.
ways,
Yeah.
which we should talk about. First, let's just say we loved it. It was about Ewan McGregor playing Christopher Robin as an adult.
He was so good.
Yeah, and it was okay. So it's a lot like Hook in the idea. Okay, it's about a father who's like overworked and like too focused on his work and not paying enough attention to his family. We see that in family movies a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. It worked really well with this one.
It did
for me.
I think so too.
I mean, I know I've seen it a million times.
It always
but
works with me.
Yeah. I don't have an issue with like seeing that over and over, but
No.
but I thought I don't know, it fit here to me better than I've ever seen it fit.
Yeah.
Because in other movies, it seems more like they're just gonna like.
It just makes me so
it's
sad.
It's like they couldn't find an idea, but in this movie, it really seemed right for this movie.
It makes me so sad that that happened to him after it being such an such
imaginative kid.
Yeah.
So he's got his own family. He's got a little girl and everything, and you know that he's like not spending enough time with him. But and then Christopher finds Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh has gone looking because he can't find any of his friends.
Yeah.
So he goes looking for Christopher Robin, and somehow he winds up in London and finds Christopher Robin, and gets him to come back with him to the 100-acre wood.
And Christopher Robin is pretty reluctant the whole time. I mean, he's just like, yeah. Oh, spoilers, by the way.
I'm trying to figure out where to stop to not get into the spoilers.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, that's enough of the plot.
That's enough.
Really. You know, you can get the idea.
Fun and craziness ensues.
You're seeing live action Winnie the Pooh, and
was
that's
so
like a big part of it.
awesome.
At the very beginning, it's like showing you when he's a kid. Christopher Robin's a kid,
Right.
So you really get that old Pooh stuff there, and it's one of like. It's like they reenact one of the best scenes from the original movie. That sad like final scene where he's saying goodbye and some of the lines are the same and everything. It's so good.
Everything is just so well done.
Cried a lot in this movie. Wow, it made me think of how like we came out of the Mr. Rogers documentary. We were just crying.
I know.
And you know, this one, you know, it was just amazing. They did all the characters so well. It was hard for me to get used to Piglet's voice.
Really?
Everybody else sounded just like they always do.
It wasn't too bad for me.
Piglet Rabbit's voice was different too.
Yeah, Rabbit was different.
But
I mean, they did it so well that it didn't bug me.
no, it didn't bug me. I mean, I had to adjust to it. You know, 'cause I've watched all of, like the Pooh stuff. You know.
Yeah.
What I wanted to say was when I was mentioned like interesting choices. So this is not at all the real life Christopher Robin.
Right.
And there was a movie that came out the same like last year, I guess, called
Goodbye
Christopher Robin. It's not a Disney produced film, but that's like supposed to be like the true story, and I don't know how true it is, and I haven't seen it yet, and I'm gonna get it at some point. We'll watch it, but this is totally like. Let's see what happened from like the cartoons.
Yeah.
You know? And another thing they did besides that choice that they made, it's like three interesting things. For one thing, and this is a spoiler, the characters are really alive. It's not Christopher Robin having a breakdown.
No, it's not.
And you know that's another thing about playing into that whole idea that it was continuing from the cartoons.
We kind of thought that that's what was gonna happen, but as the movie was going, but then it slowly started.
But from the trailers, you think, oh, it's just like getting in touch with your childhood, and it was, but in a more realistic way. And I can kind of get some people like being disappointed, maybe hoping that it was going to be more realistic in that sense. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was a choice they made, and it didn't bother me. I mean, it was fun and great, but of course, it's less serious.
Well, really,
less realistic, but
really, it was him. I mean, it was Christopher Robin and his need to get back to his childhood that brought them back to life again. You know.
Yeah.
Every time that he was getting a little closer to his past and losing the modern corporate person that he had become, he would bring the characters back to life, which is really cool. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was fun.
As
I
adults,
totally
it's
liked
interesting
that
to see
they
that.
did
Yeah.
that. I mean, I would have liked it either way. Is what I'm saying with me, but I can see somebody not really. But the other thing is, since it is fantasy Christopher Robin, that's his name. It's like his last name is Robin.
Right.
That was weird for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I we never heard them say his last name. But obviously, it's Milne, and Robin is like his middle name. I found that weird because I kept thinking, so they're calling him. It's like if they were calling you Ashley James, instead of Ashley Brooke.
Yeah.
Because Robin was like his middle name. That's a nitpick, I guess.
That didn't bother me at all. Because,
it was weird for me because I'm like, that's his middle name, not his last name.
Well, that didn't bother me at all because. To me, his last name was Robin, but yeah,
I never thought. True. I always knew it was like his middle name. Yeah, well, that was just my little nitpick on that. But I loved the movie so much.
Yeah, me too.
What'd you think of the characters, the way they looked and everything?
I thought they were awesome.
Oh,
it was a little hard for me to get used to Rabbit and Owl, but
you complained about CGI a lot. What do you think about this movie?
I thought it was great, but you can't really compare that because they're not supposed to be real. You know what I mean?
But they are supposed to be physically real. They're supposed to be physically there. They look totally physically. It looks good.
It looks good, but I mean, like
the only time that it looks like CGI, for one thing, in your mind, you know that they're not real. You just know it's.
No,
CGI.
it was really cool.
But like something like Rabbit, where it's supposed to be a real rabbit, but of course he's a little bit cartoony looking, and so I get it with that. But anyway, I loved it. I thought it looked great.
I didn't. There was not a point in the movie where I was taken out by the CGI at all, which is rare. So yeah. Yeah, fantastic. All the characters were very true to like the way you always know them. I mean, they got Jim Cummings still doing Pooh and Tigger. That was amazing. Glad.
That was so awesome. Yes, in the credits they had Robert Sherman.
Yeah.
Is it Robert or
Richard?
Or Richard. I can never keep that straight.
But anyway, Richard,
in the credits playing the piano, it might be Richard.
It was the music video for the song from the movie.
I think it's Richard Sherman. I'm not sure. But playing the piano, and it was like a music video on the beach.
And it was a continuation of the story too, so don't leave the theater right away.
Watch the credits. So good. I mean, because he wrote a couple of like original 2 or 3 original songs for this movie, and 2 of them are in the credits, and I think there's one that they're singing in the beginning when they're having a little party. So good. Really loved it.
So funny. It was hilarious.
Really funny. Yeah.
I mean, some of the things that these characters were saying, they were just so funny.
There's a line from Eeyore, is like the last line.
Oh my god!
From Eeyore towards the end.
We won't tell you what it is because you do have to listen. So just constantly be listening because they say little snot.
Because he's not even like on screen at that moment.
Yeah, no, they say the little comments when you least expect it, and it's just hilarious.
Hallie Atwell, is that her name?
Yeah, I think
plays
so.
the wife. Is it
Haley?
Haley?
I don't know.
Well, from Captain America, she played the wife.
She's
she was great.
Mm-hmm. The acting is great.
Was great.
Yeah,
everything was great. Yeah, we loved it. The way
I really enjoyed
the whole
it.
Heffalump and Woozle thing they worked in. Oh, and like where he was imagining that Heffalump was chasing him in the woods.
Oh, that was so cool.
That was really cool. Oh man, it was really good. It was really good. There was a point early on where I was like worried. I think it was it started out so good with like the flashback stuff, and then Christopher Robin was an adult, and when something happens, like Christopher Robin spills the honey and it sort of wakes Pooh up, way far away out where he lives, and when that happened and Pooh was kind of out wandering around looking for his friends, and the music was like not like happy-go-lucky music.
Oh, you thought it was gonna be like,
and I was just like, this feels weird, and it was supposed to feel weird, but I was just concerned that the whole movie was gonna feel weird.
No,
but
not
it wasn't. It was false alarm. It was just like, something weird was happening. His friends were gone, and I was like, did they not capture Pooh? But they totally captured Pooh. They captured everybody. Tigger was like straight out of the cartoons.
So
I loved it so much.
Me too.
So good. So highly recommend it.
Yes, you guys go see it. If you're Winnie the Pooh fans, I mean, it's amazing. So good. Oh, and if you guys have not checked it out yet, we made a music video.
Heffalumps and Woozles. Ashley covered Heffalumps and Woozles. We put a lot of work into it, so check it out.
We did. It was really, really fun. And
we broke in our new green screen.
Yeah, we're trying out the new green screen, and it's a little homage to Winnie the Pooh and
also
the Worst Witch.
And Tim Curry and the Worst Witch. We were like, this is gonna be kind of like Tim Curry and the Worst Witch. We ought to do more with that. That was like a lot of fun.
There are gonna be some more music videos
we're
coming.
Gonna do a lot
it's
of
gonna be
music
like
videos.
a segment to our
totally.
It's just
we're calling it
so
Moonlight Melodies.
Yeah,
it's already labeled, so if you search Moonlight Melodies,
it's actually the video before this one. It's Moonlight Melodies. Ashley sings Heffalumps and Woozles.
Yeah,
can't say it now.
So it's so much now you can't say it anymore.
Yeah,
but it's a fun video. Check it out. It's spooky because it was for the Halloween season. Because August is when we start up with Halloween.
Oh yeah, guys. It's all about Halloween already.
If you haven't started yet, you need to start. Get working on your costumes and stuff.
But Winnie the Pooh's in the video too, so check it out. Anyway,
check out the movie.
The
we
movie's
highly
amazing.
Recommend it.
Please go check it out, and we'll see you guys next time. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Bye.